my name is Claudia. Welcome. You can find me on all of their social media at I am Claudia Q, where I share daily houseplant care tips, tricks, styling, and DIYs. On today's video, we are talking grow lights. I was shooting another video about everything you're going to need to thrive all winter season with your plants, and it occurred to me this would be a good prequel to that. So I'm going to be sharing my 4 favorite grow lights and rank them for you. Before we get started, let me give you a brief history about me and grow lights. The very first time I even remotely considered grow lights, A, I'd never seen any grow lights that weren't ugly, and B, I was just not buying into it. I had this huge wall-to-wall south-facing window, and it was so bright. It brought in so much light to our place, so I just didn't really think that I needed it. This was early in my plant journey. My husband got me a fiddly fig for my birthday. It was like 4 or 5 feet tall, $119. I still have the pot with its tag on it. And of course, I researched and placed it front and center of that huge south-facing window. I did okay with it for like a month or two, but as soon as the season significantly changed and the days got significantly shorter, we started struggling bad. By we, the fiddle and I. I would spend hours on hours and sleepless nights researching what could possibly be wrong with it. I was convinced it had some kind of pest or some disease, but of course it couldn't be the light because I had this huge window. Reluctantly, I decided I was going to buy a grow light. I had tried everything else, nothing was working, and my poor fiddle had lost like over 3/4 of its leaves. It looked really, really sad. I got the grow light, and when I tell you that within weeks it started growing and it continued to grow all winter season, I was a believer. I often say that experience is what taught me the most important lesson in plant care. And it's a 2-part. 1, our eyes can't gauge what bright or bright enough is for a plant. We can't perceive that. And 2, light is the most important factor in houseplant care. You can have the best fertilizer, the best plant food, the best substrate, whatever you want. Humidity's perfection. But if you don't have the right light for that plant, nothing else matters. Many years later today, I have several grow lights and I have tried even more. So let's get right into it and I'll share with you my favorites and rank them accordingly. Now, the way that I'm ranking them is obviously I'm taking price into consideration in addition to aesthetics and how efficiently they work. So here we go. Up first with best overall is the Russo Plant Care Pendant Light. This light is beautiful and incredibly powerful and effective. It is available in black and white. It comes with everything you need to hang it as a pendant. There's an option to include a smart plug with it, but you can also just plug it into your choice of smart plug. They do also offer a beautiful mount that could be bought in addition to. For me, this is the top light and far superior than any other grow lights I've seen, and the reason being the adjustable beam. What the adjustable beam does on this light is you can either illuminate a wider area for multiple plants or a very wide plant, or have a more concentrated beam of light for a particular plant or a stronger level of light for a plant. This also gives you flexibility on hanging it either higher or lower according to your likes because you can adjust the beam and the plant is still going to get the light that it needs. The pendant is a little expensive at $160, but it's also $40 less than its primary competitor, and again, in my opinion, far superior. Russo Plant Care is also a small business, which is always nicer to support. I've had the privilege of chatting with Tyler. He's the one who makes all these lights, came up with them. He also has grow poles, plant food, plants, has some beautiful anthuriums he's growing. And yeah, it's just, in my opinion, beautiful, effective. What else can you possibly want? This is top choice, hands down. Next up is best budget, and that's the Sansi 36-watt light bulb. What's great about this, it's a light bulb, so it fits on any fixture that you might already have, any lamp, things like that. You can also get a pendant cord and hang it like a pendant. I've seen people do their own shades or buy a shade to put around it so it's not just the light bulb. And what's great about this bulb is it's also incredibly powerful. For being only 36 watts and being a light bulb, it's really, really amazing. I've had success with this bulb on a 7-foot fiddly fig, my bird of paradise, and most recently I use it to supplement light during winter on my money tree. It's under $40 and there's often sales for like 10% off, 5% off, 15% off. Totally worth it for the price point. I've tried many bulbs and this one's far superior. Next up is best for cabinets or shelving, and that's the Barrina T5 lights. These strip lights come in multiple lengths. They can attach and connect to each other from both ends. They come with several mounting options, which makes cord management a breeze. The color on these lights is a beautiful warm white. Well, they also have them in the pink, but I have the warm white. And it just illuminates my cabinet so perfectly and blends in beautifully. Which actually brings me to the Russo Plant Care pendant has also a beautiful warm white. The Sansi bulb is a little bit of a cooler white. It has more blue hues in it, although not super, hospital roomy, not quite, but it is more blue-white. So back to the Barrina lights. They really are the perfect lights for shelf heights or again, an IKEA cabinet. Depending on the package you buy, the length and how many of them you want, price can range anywhere from like $29 to $60 something. It just depends on how many you want and how many you need. But again, by far the best choice for shelving or cabinets. And finally, the best for vertical lighting, and that's the Mother Light. This one is quite expensive at $200, and I've never, ever seen it go on sale. But for vertical lighting, it does the job. It also comes with different mounting options. You can place it horizontally over something, or you can even mount it on the wall. I use it for my moss poles because even though they're up against a window, I want the leaves to face me and I wouldn't want them to turn around. I am going to be testing another vertical light that I just found not too long ago, and it's a Barrina vertical light similar to the Mother Light, but much less. If I have details on it, I'll make sure to note them on the screen for you. And then honorable mention is going to be the Sansi clip light. This is for individual plants, and even though it's quite small and compact, it is mighty. I get like 600 to 700 foot candles, which is pretty impressive for such a small light. It also comes with its own timer, or, you can keep it on and plug into your own smart timer if you want. So after all the lights that I've tried, those are my top choices. I also recommend you get a light meter because, as I said, our eyes just can't gauge how much light is enough light. So first things first, get yourself a light meter. There are two that I recommend. They're pretty affordable. One's $29 and one's $34. And you can then analyze and know if you do need to supplement light for your plants or not. And I know that it can seem a little daunting or annoying that you have to buy another thing for your plants, whether it be the light meter or the grow lights, but think about all the money you've already spent on the plants, all the love, energy you give your plants. Why not also invest on providing the environment that's going to make them thrive? You'll keep your plants happier and you too. So measure your light and supplement accordingly. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Hope you'll give me a thumbs up and hope you'll subscribe so you can be notified when I upload new videos, and look out for my next video about everything you need to thrive with your plants during winter season. Till next time.